What's up guys, and welcome back to another review. Today, we're taking a look at the CX-5, but with a bit more junk in the trunk, the CX-8. I will show you the exterior, talk about the interior quirks and features, dive deep into its strengths and weaknesses, and tell you what you need to know before buying a used one, helping you make an informed decision. Let's dive in. Massive thank you to KDJ Imports for giving me this car today. They are located opposite Prestige Plaza. Ask for Mwalimu and you'll be sorted. The CX-8 is exactly what you'd get if the CX-5 and the CX-9 had a baby. It has the face of the CX-5, but with a different grille design, and the same wheelbase and booty as the CX-9, but slightly shorter in overall length. The second row of the CX-8 is available in either captain chair configuration or bench seat, and still so convenient being able to whip out 2 extra seats at a moment's notice in the third row. Looks-wise, I want to know from you guys, what do you think of the CX-8? Tell me on the comments below. I couldn't stop but think, equipped with the captain chairs, this would be the perfect car for a concierge or a realtor to take their clients around, and still have additional seating space at the back for more people. In the lineup of compact SUVs with 3 rows of seating, the CX-8 competes with the likes of the Mitsubishi Outlander, Hyundai Santa Fe, Kia Sorento, Toyota Kluger, and the Tiguan Allspace. The CX-8 comes in various trims and configurations, plus optional extras depending on your region. I have listed them, you can pause to go through. Here the camera was having a hard time choosing who to focus on. I can't blame it, it's a pretty car. I was telling you about the visual cues from the back, and its features like the parking sensors, reverse camera, and no spare tire. Imagine. And getting in, you can either use the boot lid or just hold your key. This is your key, where you have your lock, unlock, and boot open and close. Just hold your key, and it opens. Kind of fast mechanism, and I like it. Here at the back, with the third row seats up, you get just kidogo space. It's not anything to write home about. So you can put some of your shopping here at the back, especially the sloping roof. You don't get that much up top storage. And great feature is, under here, under your fourth floor, you have more storage. So you can have a week's shopping here at the back without any issue. The boot is that you can drop the rear seats. Just pull that tab, and pull this other tab, and they drop manually. I like the mechanism. It's quite easy, and the seats are light, so just hold and pull them back up and they sit. With the third row sits down, it's much better. You have more space to put luggage and stuff. But now, if you're going for a longer trip with your family, you can only fit 4. So the other 2 guys would have to find a way to get to the venue. Other than that, you get head-down points and hooks that can hold 3 kgs of shopping or stuff. That's the back. Let's get into the third row seats, and it's easier to bring them up from the boot than from the rear doors. So let's get into the third row seats and see how that fares. This back door is pretty wide. It's nearly like a van type of back door, and it opens 90 degrees. It provides the space for you to get in and get out from either the second row or the third row. Other than dropping them flat that way or moving it manually with the lower bit, you just pull this tab and move the seat all the way forward. You do that and you get in. First thing you notice is the back seats are pretty comfortable. You sit on them and they cushion your bum. I have enough leg space really, even though my knees are pretty high. I don't have tire support. The cushioning of the seats and the leather is superb here at the back. You feel like you're sitting in a very expensive car, even here in the third row seats. With the second row seat in its first position, not all the way back, it gives me more than enough space. And even if you have taller guys at the front, I'm about 6, and in this seat position, I fit. Comparing this to the way bigger Q7, I find I have more space here really than the Q7. So I don't know why you get such a big car, such small space in third row seats. So big up Mazda for this. You get
your glass housing so you won't feel claustrophobic, even though you have this really wrecked roof line. For headspace, my head is just touching. If I sit all the way back and upright, yes, my head will touch. But with the seat where it is, I can slouch a bit and get more comfortable. And for amenities, you have cup holders here. I wish there was charging ports, but those are things you can add through aftermarket dealers and stuff. The only thing that's sad you don't have here at the back is air conditioning. Like right now, it's a really hot day and it's pretty warm here at the back. The guys in the third row seats will be pestering guys in the middle seats to open the window so they can get a bit of breeze here at the back. For two guys, it's way better than most cars, and I appreciate that. With the seat in its first position, like when you bring the seat back, I can still get in and have enough space here for my legs. The only hindrance I find getting in is this roof line. It's pretty low and the seats are pretty high up. So you find yourself hitting your head or rubbing your head on this every time I get in. That's the farthest back, and I can nearly stretch my feet up, having the seat in a different position. And with the seats being able to recline, you can get really comfortable here at the back. I imagine this as an executive company car, especially without having the bench here. You can have this car with your driver and you'll be more than comfortable being driven or chauffeured around with this car. You have the captain chairs after all, and you have really nice leather and it's padded nicely, it's soft, it's heated. I wish they were cooled too for those hot days to cool your bum once you're inside the car. How do I feel being here at the back? I feel like I'm in money. The leather is so nice. The stitching is really nice. It's on point. It just feels, and everything, there's no creaking or anything, you know? Like it feels solid. And even the door itself feels solid when it closes. So Mazda is really going at the Germans with these cars. You look at this price point or some of those other German counterparts, and it's really nice being from what I'm seeing and from what I'm experiencing here at the back. For storage, you have door cards on your sides here, and they're quite sizable. You can fit a lot of things in here. You have two cup holders. You have more space here on your armrest that you can store stuff, and you have USB points to charge your phone. You have double backseat pockets, which you don't see with many cars, and on both sides. I see an executive here with his newspaper or documents being chauffeured to work or to their next meeting and reading their briefs ready set in the car. And the next best thing is that you have peasant blockers to block sun if there's a lot of sun coming back here. And being that you have two child seat anchors, this is a good addition for blocking sun on your children's face. Materials are really good. You have soft touch material all the way till the places that you see. The bottom bit is plastic, which I don't mind really. But you have this really nice wood veneer, the chrome bit, and soft leather material there. I like this space. I like this space a lot. Does the window go all the way down? Please go all the way down. It does. Look at that. So much space and air. I like how wide the window is. It gives me the sense of I'm outside, but I'm inside. It's a very weird experience. I wish you guys to experience this for yourself. Get into a CX-8 and just have that view. And to make it even better, you can control your own HVAC by yourself here at the back. So let's jump to the front seats and see what you have there. Getting into the front seat of the CX-8, you have this cocoon kind of feeling, and the materials continue the same. You have your soft touch material all the way, and I like the double stitching that they have here, and this wood veneer, oof, really nice, and the chrome bit. It just accentuates this car even more. The overall layout is pretty nice. It reminds me of the BMW. Things have been put in the right places. You have your air conditioning vents here, your screen at the top, the CD player integrated in between and perfectly in between the air conditioning vents and the leather up top. You have your HVAC at the bottom to control dual zone stuff. You have your heated seats. For storage, you have cup holders here at the side that my big bottle actually fits, and some more space at the back. You have a space for your phone here. You have two pretty big cup holders here and some more space under your armrest with a USB point, SD card, and an aux ports. Visibility all around I would say is okay, except the back, the C-pillar at the back is a really big blind spot there. But what helps is that the mirrors capture a lot of the sides of the car. Plus all the sensors you have will help you drive this car easily. The sound system in this car is the Bose sound system, so it's pretty good. The steering wheel is typical Mazda. I like the angle they've put here. It just looks aggressive and just wants you to drive more. Oh, plus your glove box, and it's damped, so when you open it, it comes down slowly and it's lined in felt, so whatever you put in there won't rattle, and it's a good enough size to put a lot of files in there. Up top, you have your visors with your vanity mirror. You get your sunglasses holder, and it's lined in carpet, so it will scratch while it's in there. For wear and tear, there's not much wear and tear in this car. The steering wheel leather hasn't become shiny. I'm seeing a bit of wrinkles on the driver's seat. The passenger seat still looks mint, really, as if it's not been used. And it's leather, so you expect that with time. Everything else is typical Mazda. If you jump from an Axela to this, you'll see similarities. And if you jump from a 6.5 to this, you'll have similarities too. So I like the continuation of things through the brand. You have your infotainment features on the left-hand side and your cruise control manenos on your right-hand side. For your driver aids, they're here on the side of the panel here, and you get a heads-up display, which Mazda have given most of their cars. Even the small Demio, some of the trims get a heads-up display. That's the front seat, really. Let's open the hood and see what you have there. You get your tab here at the center of your emblem, and you push to the side, and you lift up your bonnet. There are no gas struts here, so you get your handy stick to help you hold your bonnet up.
Initially, the 6.5 was offered with only a 2.2-litre Skyactiv D, D meaning diesel, but a choice of two inline-4 petrol engines was added in 2018, a 2.5-litre Skyactiv G from the 6.5 and a turbocharged version of the same engine from the CX-9. The diesel CX-8 was designed exclusively for Japan, which doesn't get the bigger CX-9, which was largely developed in the USA. The CX-8 is another tarmac princess, so don't expect serious off-roading skills from her. However, all-wheel drive models with the off-road traction assist can handle light to moderate off-road conditions, like gravel, snow, and a bit of mud. Safety-wise, the CX-8 is equipped with low and high-speed autonomous emergency braking, AEB, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, radar cruise control with stop and go functionality, and you even get third-row curtain airbags, along with a host of other features to keep you and your family safe. Mazda has a reputation for building reliable vehicles. Many owners report few to no significant issue with their CX-8. The 2.5-litre petrol and the 2.2-litre diesel engines are both considered robust and dependable. Some owners of diesel models have reported issues with the diesel particulate filter, the DPF, especially if the car is mainly used for short trips around town. So regular highway driving or occasional longer trips, road trips, can help mitigate this. More on that on the screen right now. The 6-speed automatic transmission is generally smooth and reliable, and the build quality of the car is solid too, both inside and out. This contributes to its overall reliability. While the choice between diesel all-wheel drive and the petrol front-wheel drive is straightforward, the 6.8 shines when you need to move passengers, cargo, or even a small trailer. I know Mazda diesel engines have not had the best reputation, but as I said, if you do long commutes or drives often and keep it up to date with service, it will give you a pretty good service. On the bright side, it's loaded with features, boasting a stylish design, both inside and out, plus it delivers exceptional value for your money compared to similarly priced German rivals. So if your lifestyle involves frequent long drives, towing, or simply requires the efficiency of a diesel, being that the CX-9 doesn't come in a diesel, the 6.8 deserves a serious look.
You get this kind of